And this is the only thing they're telling broadcasters not to talk about. They're not talking about, don't talk about the vaccines, don't talk about the this. It's this specific thing.
Yeah.
And they're going out there. If I was a radio station or television station right now, I'd probably be arrested. We would have been shut down today. But we're not, because we're not governed by them right now.
Right now. But I mean, they want the censorship to go on and on and on, because you see, when your conspiracy is control of perception, which means control of behavior, see, the control of perception, there is a virus and it's dangerous, has led to behavior of compliance with house arrest. If people realize there is no frickin' virus and it's a total scam, then their likelihood of acquiescing in that way is less, because their perception is different, so their behavior is different. So where does perception come from? It comes from information received. That's why they want to dominate control of information. And let's just ask this question. Say there's no connection whatsoever between 5G and this COVID-19 so-called pandemic. Say there's no connection. What harm is done by discussing whether there is on a broadcast station? None. So the reason they don't want it discussed is there is a frickin' link. And the fact that, the broadcasters are just, yes, miss, sorry, miss, shows that they're next to bleeding useless. It's websites like mine, it's London Real and such organizations around the world where the real journalism goes on and the real information is made available to people. Because don't ask the mainstream to tell you. I mean, the BBC is not a news organization, it's a government department. What they call journalists are actually civil servants in truth. Call themselves journalists, they're not. You look at any situation and the BBC will toe the establishment line and promote nothing but that line and not allow questioning of it every time. BBC is long past the point where it is any use to anyone except the government. And so we come around to vaccines.
First of all, 5G towers in Belfast, Liverpool, Birmingham in the last week have been burned. And overnight, because people are responding. There's all of this stuff going on in the Facebook groups. What do you think of that? And I know towards the end of this, you're going to tell us about next steps for us, but what do you think about that action?
It's not for me to tell anyone what to do, because that's their right to choose. But you look at the situation, and if 5G continues and reaches where they want to take it, human life as we'd known it is over. I've been saying this for so long. Oh, you're mad. That David Icke's mad. Oh, yeah, okay. You're not laughing now, are you? So people have to make a decision. I am personally absolutely anti-violence against people. And I don't see violence against people taking us absolutely anywhere. It's just if you use violence against people in the name of doing something you believe to be right, then you're just a mirror of what you are seeking to fight. I have this phrase, what you fight, you become. What you hate, you become. But people will have to make their own decisions. All I will say and repeat again, if this 5G continues and this rollout continues, that's it, over. So what people decide to do about that is up to them. But it's very clear that what's happened is people have been put under house arrest on this false premise. So there's no gathering, there's no ability to protest. And so they have free rein to rapidly deploy and expand 5G, while so many people have had their employment destroyed, have had their businesses destroyed because they are deemed by the government non-essential, whereas rapidly deploying 5G towers with all their destructive and psychological potential is deemed to be essential work. Now you put that little lot together and you can see that there is a massive conspiracy going on here to roll out 5G without protest, and that means it ain't good for humanity. And Elon Musk, who's this Silicon Valley celebrity, oh look, it's Elon Musk, is, like all of these people involved in this, a super psychopath. He should be in jail for the rest of his human life, and I hope they would put him in the same cell as Bill Gates, because they deserve each other. He is putting up more and more satellites, beaming this desperately destructive 5G at the Earth. Because you see, when you're building a technological sub-reality to which every human being is connected via AI connections to the brain, then you have to create a situation where there is a, if you like, Wi-Fi field in every inch of the planet. The only way you're going to do that is from space, every inch of the planet. And that's what they're doing. And Elon Musk knows that. And that's why he's a psychopath. Talking of which, we may turn to
vaccines.
Bill Gates.
And then I want to talk about the psychology of what all this is doing to us.
Exactly. So where this is leading is a vaccine. And in that vaccine will be lots of genetic material, stuff that will trigger poison in the cells, which will trigger exosomes, which will, the virus. But also in that vaccine will be nanotechnology microchips. I mentioned a few minutes ago that Elon Musk had got permission for 1 million ground antennae to interact with his satellites. These nano microchips, which are being put into us in many ways, but let's keep with the vaccines, are well beyond the ability of human sight to see. That's why they're nano. And they are known as smart dust, of course, smart on everything. They're known as nanobots, they're known as neurobots, lots of different names they give them. Smart dust will do. And the idea is to put them in the body, and they will act within humans like the ground antenna act with the satellites of Musk. They connect humans to this grid, this technological sub-reality, this AI-controlled sub-reality. So we basically become nothing more than computer terminals. That's the idea.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim, watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, it's Brian Rose, founder of the DeFi Academy. I've told you my 4-week crypto bootcamp is amazing, but don't take my word for it. This is what my students are saying.
The DeFi Academy was an amazing experience for me. It took me totally out of my comfort zone.
In this course, I was challenged, I was held accountable, and pushed to do things that honestly weren't always easy.
It's been phenomenal, and I can't believe we're already up on our 4 weeks. It has flown by.
Going through this DeFi accelerator by far was one of the best courses I've taken.
You do this course, you really get into the nitty-gritty of the activities that will make you comfortable with decentralized finance.
Thank you so much to Brian and everyone at London Real and the DeFi Academy for even putting together an amazing course like this.
Anybody else that wants to do it, please sign up. It is well worth the money.